about Declan Rice. He played in that left-sided midfield role, which is where you said to me you really wanted to see him. Now, for me, he plays Partey in that DM when he's back fit and Rice in that left-hand side. Your midfield could be the difference between falling short of winning the title this season.
That's the question. Why did he play him at left back for 3 games?
Well, he played him at right back, didn't he?
Right back.
But again, but I think the reason, again, there's a few things to that. One, trying things out, which is what some people said. I also personally just think it was something more basic than that. Occam's razor. I think there might have been a slight issue with Gabriel and he was getting him fit. And I think I think what's going to be interesting is after the international breaks, you're going to get your answers around Nketiah. I think if everybody's fit, when you start that team with Partey, Rice, Odegaard, and then the attack with Martinelli, Saka, Gabriel, Jesus, that's where I think you guys will click back into that gear of last season where you're ripping some teams apart a little bit more. But I think why it is significant is, one, if you'd have lost, everyone said, that's it, we can't win the league, which is also crazy.
We haven't improved and this and that.
Yeah. So I think it's significant for that. But I think what it also does, you've got a big game against Chelsea at the Bridge. And then I don't know who your game after that is. I forget. But if you could get to that 10...
After that, I think we've got West Ham in the cup.
West Ham. If you guys could get to that 10-game mark and be 2, maybe even a few more points ahead of Man City, who are everybody's favourites, I also think, again, if your manager's smart and if your fans are smart and you weaponize that, it's everybody said we'd not be here again after 10 games. We've
actually got Sevilla away, which is a more important...
Yeah. So it becomes tough like that. But if you guys could get to 10 games in and be the same or very similar and close to the previous year, that should be weaponized by your fans and by your club, because a lot of the media said they're never getting... Remember Jamie Carragher? They'll never have a 10-game start like that ever again, Arsenal. And I think... Well, yeah, exactly. But,
I said we're winning 9 out of our first 10.
Yeah, and you're almost at that point. And I think for me, as a rival watching, I just don't see... Listen, playing Chelsea next is such an interesting game because they've found a little bit of form. Yeah, it is at Stamford Bridge, but you guys have just, as you say, you've just won that game against a team that has consistently beaten you for 8 years. As bad as we've been in the last decade, we've still beaten Liverpool and City semi-regularly, especially at home. Anyway,
Tottenham have beaten Man City how many times in that?
Exactly. So it's such a big thing, and
even Brentford done the double over them last season. It's like, but this is the thing. I see a clip here. Somebody posted out on Twitter. Oh, a Man United fan. Oh, we're only 6 points behind Man City and our worst start for 55 years. Somebody quoted it with a clip from Alex Ferguson. Yeah, where he was going, yeah, great, cool. We lost twice to Man City last season. We won the league. The season before, we done the double over them. We won the league. It's all about winning the league, mate. So whilst it's great that we've beaten Man City, and I was happy and I've been happy for the last couple of days, ultimately, now focus on Chelsea. Get that out of the way, and then we have to win against Seville away. If we don't beat Seville away, mate, we're in trouble getting out of that group. And that
I understand that. And you've got to put the pressure on, especially when you're as good as you are as a team. I wanted to ask you about. He came on. I don't know if he officially gets the assist because the shot deflected, but I think he does. Kai Havertz came on, and what did you make of his performance when he came on?
Simple layoff. Why is everyone gassing it up? Mate, Terry, slow down a second, right? Let me say what I want to say, right? £65 million footballer, reportedly on anywhere between 200 and 300 grand a week, right? The silky German. It's a simple layoff. I'd expect a footballer that's valued at that money to lay a pass off to a player running onto that. Yeah, yes, fantastic, well done. It won us the game. Cool. Eddie Nketiah, it would have bounced off his knee and gone to the goalkeeper. Yeah, or he would have tackled Tomiyasu. He tackled Odegaard in the game. What was that all about? Yeah, but I expect a footballer that I keep getting told is so good and he's going to come great and he was misunderstood. Just back him. He was misunderstood at Chelsea. I expect him to lay a ball off like that. Come on, mate. Like, is this how far down we are with football?
So I'm not talking specifically about that. He came in, though. He's been much maligned. What did you make of the sort of the 15 to 20 minute with the injury time appearance? Is that more where you want to see him play up front?
I don't want to see him on the pitch. He ain't good enough, mate. Yeah, he weren't great. Yeah, he had some nice little touches, run down the wing, kept the ball, passed it back. Nothing spectacular, Terry. Yeah, like, mate, look at the two people on this green screen behind me. Yeah. I know I shouldn't judge everybody on that level, but I've seen that level. So when I see Kai Havertz doing a simple pass, like, come on, like, let's just slow down here. He should be doing a simple pass. He should be laying that off 100 times out of 100. He should be able to keep the ball and retain possession. Yeah, it's not spectacular. Like, I don't know what the lads on Matty and Jez gave him on player ratings. I can't remember, but it wouldn't have been anything more than a 7. Like, I don't think he was fantastic. I thought Declan Rice was our best player.
Oh, Rice. I was gonna. Yeah, Rice was class. Well,
I thought
again, I want to ask, what did you make?
Saliba and Gabriel were unbelievable.
Yeah,
and the thing is, everyone, like, I've been on Gabriel for a long time, yeah, but I've sat on this show since January and said all the way through he's been our best centre back. He's been our best defender, in fact, yeah, since January, yeah. But because Saliba is Saliba, yeah, like, he's younger. Like, and for me, I think he can grow into a world-class centre-back. I'm not quite sure Gabriel can be world-class, but he's an extremely good centre-back, and I think he's been better than Saliba since January. But them two together complement each other so well, because Gabriel's a little bit of a hothead every now and again, a little bit stupid every now and again, but he's more aggressive, so he's going to be. But then Saliba's just chill.
What did you make of when the ball got played over the top? Saliba, that shoulder barge into.
When that was going over the top, I was thinking, oh my days, he's got the run on him. Saliba's looking, thinking, where's Rico Lewis going to pass the ball? Right, then he's started to jog sideways across the pitch, but Haaland was gone. Like, if he had got past him, he's gone. Yeah, I'm not sure the weight of pass would have made him go clean through on goal, because I think Saliba would have got back over, because Haaland would have had to have took a touch to come back. It weren't like fired.
Or Raya might have even got there himself and cleared it, because there's goalies sit at the edge of the box, didn't they? So
yeah, maybe, yeah. But I've seen people saying that should have been a foul. What are they waffling about? Yeah, that was great. That was decent, man. Yeah, I love that. Like, bang, get on the deck. Yeah, I love Saliba, man. I think he's a top player, and I think that I said this with Henry last night and with Rance a minute ago. Like, if we don't win anything in the next 2 years, he's going to Madrid, mate.
Oh, he's that good. Yeah, you guys have got to start winning to keep some of these players. Yeah, he was great. Rice was great. I thought Odegaard had a good game, especially in the second half. I thought he kept the ball rolling, moved it.
Do you know what the problem with him is, though, yeah, in that game? Right, and it's only that game. Jorginho in that team don't help him at all. Right, because it's not the same fluid motions that we see normally. Like, he got nutmegged in the game. He was giving the ball away. He got tackled by Eddie Nketiah. Although that was Eddie's fault, not his, but it weren't a great game for him. Like, it weren't a great game. But I think that when Partey came on, yeah, like, I thought that we looked so much better, man. So much better. Yeah, and I think he got his subs absolutely spot on, which is something I've criticised him for in Man United away last season, or the season before, whenever it was. Some of his substitutions, the game against Lons the other night, absolutely dog-awful substitutions. But all 4 of them combined for the goal. Yeah, and he made them. Right, and it was funny because when Pep did the treble sub, right, I was like, why are we not doing anything here? And I said to you last week, I said, if he's got anything about him, Doku's going on Zinchenko's side. He must have watched the stream. Because he put him straight on there. And then the first time Doku gets the ball, I'm like, oh my days, he's in the penalty box. Don't foul him. And then he bags the ball and just runs off. And then he whacked him on the other side, brought Tommy on. Happy days. Yeah, it was great from Arteta that day. But now it don't count for anything unless you do.
Yeah, you've got to go on and win after this. Yeah. Exactly. No, I hear you on that.
You can hear in my voice, I'm buzzing with the result. I'm buzzing with that call. Yeah, but ultimately, you have to win the league. There's no point being second again. Oh, well, we were nearly good. Because I'll tell you something, yeah, that would have gone a couple of ways on Sunday. If we had lost that, it would have been, oh, nobody's winning the league till Pep leaves. So it would have been, but now we've won it. There's a bit of hope, isn't there?
Well, we know that's not true. I mean, at the end of the day, two managers have won the league since Pep's been here. So it is, to say it isn't doable is crazy.
But the thing as well, like, I look at it and I just think Ivan Toney has to come into this team. Right? He has to. Yeah, he's too good for Brentford, with all due respect to Brentford. I ain't got no issue with that club, but he is way too good and way too talented to play for Brentford. He has to, and I've seen Fabrizio putting out there that it's Arsenal and Chelsea looking at him. If he's got half a brain cell, which I believe he has, right, he ain't going anywhere near Chelsea Football Club.
Not over you guys where you are right now. Yeah, I can't imagine.
He's got to be going to Arsenal. And if Arsenal do want him, I think we get him. I don't care how much he costs. Pay 100 million if you have to.
Yeah, no, I agree.
If you bring him in January, fresh off on the back of a ban, right? I thought he was not allowed to play football. Yeah, he scored against FC Como the other day.
He can train. He's allowed to train and play like friendly games now. He just can't play in competitive matches.
Well, why didn't we buy him then? And do a deal in the summer for January?
Because in the summer he was banned from all football activity, so you can't do transfers for him.
That's crazy. Yeah, he scored a goal against FC Como the other day. I think it's Fabregas is the manager.
Right.
Dennis Wise and all that lot are on the board, but no, listen, he has to come into that team because I'll tell you something, that guy will give us something completely different. Yeah, because when you're playing against a team, like, so for example, Tottenham the other day, they had us pressed on the edge of our box a lot. They had Man City at the weekend pressed on the edge of our box a lot. Goalkeeper didn't have an out ball. Yeah, then we're kicking the ball long and it's going straight to Ruben Dias or to Romero or whoever, yeah, like in them 2 games. If you throw that ball up to Ivan Toney, that ball's sticking. Yeah, now you've got your wingers on their bike, boom, they're gone. Yeah, I love that geezer, man. I think he's a top player. And if we get him, yeah, I'll be so confident, depending on where we are in the league and how many points and all of that, I'll be so confident we can win it. Yeah, because I think just him, without anyone else, I think gives us a massive chance. I'd love Pedro Neto. Yeah, I think he's unbelievable, man. Yeah, he's had 2 massive injuries and he's still one of the best wingers in the world. Yeah, but because he plays for Wolves and he don't get the output, people look at GA. Yeah, that guy is so gifted, it is mad. Yeah, it proves again we can win without Saka. Yeah, Saka is not even in the squad. We beat Man City without Saka. So maybe we can rest this guy, get Neto in, share some games.
Yeah, no, exactly. Someone like Neto's getting the output now. Some super chats here we're going to go into. Tony and Neto in January, and we are cooking, is what Gunnar George says. George Gunnar, sorry. Not 100% sold on Tony. I think if we want to properly upgrade, we should be looking higher, probably in the summer window. Agree with Neto, though. Great cover for Saka.
Who's the suggestion, bro? Because that guy's got better every year. 20 league goals last season for Brentford. Now put the amount of chances Saka, Martinelli, Odegaard are putting on a plate. I think he'll bag 25. And he's going to come back, literally like a madman. Yeah, because of that ban. Yeah, and he's going to fly when he comes back.
Certainly is. This here says from Boubacar says Arsenal haven't beaten City until you sign Havertz. Thoughts, Lee? Big up there.
I'll give you another one, Boubacar. Yeah. Last time we beat Man City, Granit Xhaka didn't play for the club. We then lost every single league game that Granit Xhaka played for this football club against them. He leaves and we beat him again.
Kevin L here says 3 at the back and inverted FB midfielder. Timber, Zinchenko are top choices and Partey is 3rd choice. We needed a centre back who could get forward a bit on the opposing side. Tomiyasu and Kivior are better options than Gabriel in that role.
Tommy is better in that role. I'm not too convinced on this Kivior, though. I ain't seen enough of him, mate. He's barely played any games. But Tomiyasu, I don't know why he was in the penalty box as the first man forward, but who cares?
Yeah. It was crazy. We beat Leicester twice and didn't win the league. You did that season.
Yeah.
You did that season. However, last season, if you'd have beaten City in just one of those 2 games, you'd have won the league.
Won the league by 1 point, yeah.
Exactly. Because the proverbial 6-pointer, you'd have 3 points more, they'd have 3 points less, and you'd have been Premier League champions. So, and it looks like it could be that close again this year. So it will be huge.